you hustle, but watch it. I would hate to hear that loud. But hey y'all, you are now currently tuned in and listening to the Carefree Black Girl podcast, where we discuss everything carefree, black, and girl. Yes. What's up, y'all? I am DJ Candy Rain, you know, whatever floats your boat. Today I'm feeling very Gemini-ish. My birthday is next Sunday, this upcoming Sunday, I'm sorry. So, you know, I'm feeling...
Happy birthday, early.
I'm feeling like all 12 of my personalities right now. So, you
As
know.
you should.
You know, but how y'all doing?
Oh, I am the one and only, the lit Southern Belle, Mimi Nava, and I am just feeling grateful. Grateful.
We love that. Grateful is nice.
Is.
What you grateful for, girl?
I'm really just grateful for the fact that I'm able to do what I have planned to do. In regards, because I know a lot of people around me right now, it's taking some detours in their journey. And for me, I had those detours happen 4 years ago, and for the fact that things to come full circle, it's kind of just like, I see why I waited.
College grad.
Yeah, you know, I took my time.
That's how I be, though. Sometimes you just gotta wait for your time.
That's
honey.
it.
Yeah.
That's it.
And this is Quana. Hey, y'all.
Hey.
I'm filling in for Nika and Kiana. I'm doing two people in one.
Gemini.
Today, I'm feeling I'm not gonna lie, I'm feeling overwhelmed, but I'm just happy that I'm here today and that we can actually record. When I leave here, I'm going to get my hair done. So I'll probably feel much more like a bad bitch later. Yeah.
Oh, you're going to feel like an absolute new person. Nothing beats getting your hair done. And then if you got to get your eyebrows done, then you get the whole shebang. It's just like, you know what? Bad bitch loading on the way.
No, let me get my nails done.
I could not take these tracks out last night. So they are still in my head. I would give y'all a reveal, but it's going to be too much for the YouTube. But I hope Stefan is ready because he got to take my tracks out, wash me, and braid my hair. He going to be like, no, ma'am.
I'm crying. I definitely seen your post. It was like 4 o'clock. I was like, I can't even help you. I gotta go train in like 2 hours. It was 4 o'clock in the morning.
And I was like,
I literally, I'm like, well, what? How did he put this on my scalp? Did he fucking stitch it in? But
I am crying.
hopefully later I'll be feeling better.
Well, yes, we're definitely hoping that you'll absolutely feel better at the end of the day, and you know, just going towards the week because we definitely have some things planned, and we'll definitely talk about that. But I did want to mention for everybody to please follow Carefree Black Girl on Twitter. Okay, follow us on Twitter because that's where we be. Okay, it's CFBG Pod.
That's where the party is.
That's where the party's at. And we trying to throw most. So come meet us over there so we can talk about the things that we talk about on the podcast.
Yeah.
No, but seriously, come meet us over there. You can search us and definitely use the hashtag CFBG Pod as you're listening to us. We would love for you to talk to us because we talk back, baby.
And capitalize them letters.
Capitalize them because it means something. And then, of course, if you're not following us on Instagram, we would love for you to do that as well. You can follow us at CareFreeBlackGirl Inc. That's all across. You don't have any spaces, no underscores, no anything. Just type that out. Once you type Carefree Black Girl, we'll pop up and you'll see us there. So definitely do that. And we would love to do that. We follow back to a little bit. So, but you can do that, Twitter and Instagram, to connect and stay up to date with us. Of course, we're going on tour, so you never know when we're coming to your city, especially if you're not following us. So follow us because we pulling up, baby.
Pull up to the in-person party.
Yes, yes.
Yes, y'all. And the next tour stop is this Saturday in Brooklyn, June 11th. If you are not familiar with the Carefree Black Girl Cookout Tour, Brooklyn is our stumping ground. It's where it all started. So Brooklyn is where everybody's going to come out at, rain or shine. We have buzzing Brooklyn native Lola Brooke performing. Miss Mojo, she is a very, very popular trans woman out of New York City. Miss Iman Hill, she's from Atlanta, but she lives in New York now. We have a lot of different stuff. We have a mini ball at the end of the night. It's going to be super cute. Last year, we gave away over $500. This year, we going to see. Like, literally, I was planning to get $50 each category, and then these guys just kept walking up like, I'm going to put another 50 on, I'm putting another 50 on it. Like, Brooklyn don't play. They show up and they show out.
Honestly, the footage from last year was like amazing. And the only reason why I didn't go last year is because I was celebrating my 30th birthday. So I said, it's the same weekend. I'm about to pull up on y'all just because,
birthday edition.
Yeah, birthday edition. And it just looked like I'm not there for like 50 million people to be there, right? But the vibe just really looked fun. It looked chilled. It looked safe. The music looked like it was bumping. Shout out to the DJ. I know she was rocking for a while. So, you know, we about to come to Brooklyn and fuck it up one time. Come see us.
And for our Carefree Black Girl of the Week, we have Miss Tabitha Brown. Her collection with Target.
Hey.
Shout out to Tab.
Yes, and not even that, she's also releasing her cookbook, Cooking with the Spirit, her vegan cookbook, which is long overdue. Y'all know she be throwing down in that kitchen with those vegan recipes. Stuff look good. I ain't gonna hold you. Her food be looking real good. For
That
a person
helps.
who eats a lot of meat.
Yeah.
And it's so nice to see someone that looks like me making soul food healthy. So I love Miss Tabitha Brown. Definitely was watching her during quarantine. She was definitely my pastime. Just watching her cook, make stuff. And she's such a sweet lady.
Right.
I wish her all the best with her collection and her cookbook, because I know it's about to sell.
It's really interesting to see how she has blown up over the past few years just from being online, giving people positivity during the pandemic. Like, I wish I was that positive. I don't wake up happy every day, but I don't know what she has went through in her life, what type of stuff she's overcome, but she really is a beacon of joy. Like, I have looked at her page on days that I felt really, really bad and just be like, you know what, Auntie, you right. I'm going to get my butt up and I'm going to do better. So to just see her, see everything she has come full circle. And just for a Black woman, because it's so easy for these legacy people to get in these positions, right? So you see like all these like the Hiltons and all this so-and-so daughter who own this big network getting this stuff, and for her to just be like a Black woman, an older Black woman at that, like she's not an old lady, but she's older. She's older, and she was been trying to be an actor. She's been trying to do all this stuff, and it really didn't work out the way she thought it would. And now look at her at 40-something years old. She's going crazy. I'm like, whoa.
Yeah, I love to look at her.
We love to see it.
See that, like, it don't matter what age you are, you can start over.
Yes.
Yeah.
You can start over and do well with it. And then the fact that I think her first video, her daughter was showing her how to work TikTok. She
it was like,
and she went from not knowing how to work TikTok to she on TikTok.
Finessing
She is
it.
TikTok, you know? And I love that. And then I love the fact that she also includes her daughter too, even though her daughter doesn't want to do the same things. Her daughter is also modeling and doing things of that nature. And speaking out about her own causes that are important to her. So I love that she opened it and shared it with her whole family.
Absolutely.
Yeah, she's actually recently she said she retired her husband, who was an officer. And I know some people gave her backlash about that, but she was like, he had to do what he had to do. We from this town. There was not many jobs for him, many options that actually could help him provide for a family. Right. So the academy was accepting new people. He went and applied.
Y'all.
He did what he had to do.
Let's use our is this camera on me? Use your common sense.
Like, everybody don't live in like New York City. Everybody don't live in like LA. Like, small towns, it's not so many jobs you can get.
It's not much opportunity.
It's not much opportunity.
As a Black man, hello.
And he was holding her down while she was trying to be an actor. So I feel like she just paid back her respects to her partner.
Let me tell you something. My dude, if I got a photo shoot and it's raining outside, he is holding the umbrella, making sure I don't get wet. If I got to hire him just to do that job for the rest of his life, that's totally fine.
I will hire him. Come on over here.
Come put you on salary, baby.
Right. I don't
your
mind
poncho
it.
and an umbrella. Come on.
But I'm super proud of Tabitha Brown. I think that this is just, when I look at women like her, I just be like, wow, like we have more opportunities. We have more for us, and it's not going to always just be the cookie cutter opportunities that they say that we have.
And it's attainable too.
Right, it's attainable, right?
I think it's attainable. Like, my mom was telling me, she's like, I love Tabitha Brown. It's crazy. My mom is about to be 50 in like a year. And my mom
is too, though.
And my mom was like, I love Tabitha Brown. I feel like she just lets me know that, like, I can, I shouldn't be ashamed to go back to school, or if I want to, or start something new, or start a business. Because my mom always felt like she couldn't attain those things because she didn't go to college, and she felt like she had to do these certain things to get this certain success. And I love seeing what Tabitha does for like people like my mom or like my aunties, and them seeing that, like, oh, I might start me a little business. I might want to do something, and it's an encouragement thing. And I love to see women who probably were, I won't say doubting, but just kind of like trying to work on things that were essential at that time, and then realize, like, let me work on me too.
That's important. That's important. So
let me work on me too. And that's
a lot of it, I think, is just getting caught up into like being a wife, being a mother, And then sometimes you don't leave a lot for you. So it's really good to see that she's able to do these things. And she has other children too, besides the one daughter. She has a son and another daughter. Yes. Her middle child doesn't like to be in the spotlight, and the son, he's just a gamer. He's like whatever.
He don't care about none of that.
Her oldest daughter actually, like, she does workout and fitness a lot.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
I love.
Okay, but on the same token of mothers. Oh my God, girl. I literally, because I'm like sitting here like, dang, we got to talk about this. We want to talk about it. We got to.
Girl.
Let me see the lighter.
Well, girls, tribe, girls, everybody in between. The first topic for our girl segment today, we will talk about Jada Pinkett Smith, addresses the Oscar slap on Red Table Talk. I only saw the clip, so I will let my good sister Candy Rain lead the conversation on that. Before she starts, I would say I'm a little exhausted with it all. But
yeah, I mean, honestly, me too. I think it's just kind of trash that like this is just even a thing, but you know, sometimes shit gotta happen, right? So essentially she did address it. I'm gonna read off what she said, so just in case anybody missed it.
Yeah.
She said, now about, and she, like you said on Instagram or her Red Table Talk, it says, now about Oscar night. My deepest hope is that these two intelligent, capable men have an opportunity to heal, talk this out, and reconcile. The state of the world today, we need them both. And we actually need one another more than ever. Until then, Will and I are continuing to do what we have done for the last 28 years, and that's keep figuring this thing called life together. AKA, mind y'all business. We gonna handle this. We're going to get the fuck out. Honestly, I think that was the best way for her to address it. I don't think that she could have came out and been like, yeah, I'm for, promoting violence and Will smacking Chris Rock, no matter how much she might truly be for it. I think this was the best and the safest thing that she could say, because at this point, what can you really say to that, right? No, and I think for her, I think she wants to get out of the spotlight. I think Jada never really truly ever in this way wants to be in the spotlight. Mm-hmm. So I think she just wants to find a way to be like, hey, stop asking me about this. Let's dead this. This is what's going on. Let's move forward. And,
No, for real. And stop acting like that man killed him. He did not kill that man.
Okay,
he just said Bob. He did not kill that man.
It was only because
niggas get shot every day.
It was only because
I see people get slapped almost every other day for saying stupid shit. And y'all act like this is brand new.
He just got smacked in front of a whole bunch of white people. If this happened at the BET Awards, the Source Awards,
wouldn't be talking about it.
Wouldn't have been nothing, right?
No, but because he did not kill that man.
My whole thing is too, and I will say this, because I never got a chance to express my feelings on wax about this whole situation. Regardless of what, Jada Pinkett Smith was the bad guy, right? So we saw that she is a wench. She's a witch. She's a bee. She's a hoe. She's a madam. She's all of these things. Like, I literally sat on Twitter one day and read the comments like, wow, like, so if a man lets you make your own decision in a relationship, he's a weak man. If you cheat on him back, and after he cheated on you dozens of times, with an S, you're a hoe and you're nothing and you're this and all these things. Like, so it really hurt me to see the way that the world took Jada and just balled her up and beat her down.
And that's why Will smacked the fuck out of Chris
even
Rock.
2 weeks ago, before she said something on Red Table Talk, they were already saying that Jada Smith went on. Like, they had some fake press thing going around that said that she went and said that, she was embarrassed by Will doing whatever. The lady hadn't even done no interview.
Yeah.
So it's like, it's crazy to see how deep these smear campaigns go when it comes to black women. Man. You know what I'm saying?
And
like
on both sides, too.
All sides.
All
it's
sides.
Crazy
it was
to
just
me.
awful.
Nasty.
Because I was like, I would hate to be any of these people. Like, I really looked at the comments and was like, I had to mute the words because it was like, it was just getting so negative. And it's like, y'all forget that these are people. These are people.
Crazy things about this lady. I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about? And it's
all like misinformation. I hate that there's so much misinformation about this lady. And that's what keeps these narratives continuing and going because people just reading headlines, people reading old shit, people reading, you know what I mean? Like, people not
they don't
really
even correlate to the situation.
Yeah, so there's just like, for me, I just feel for her in that sense. And I'm pretty sure she doesn't care to an extent, but you have to be like, damn, I'm tired of people being in my business at some point. You know what I mean? And I just feel
and
like,
reminder, these are actual people with feelings. You can't just be talking about these people like, yeah, they're celebrities and some of it comes with it, but like, damn. Man. Have some decency.
I mean, and
about
just going back to the root of it all, she is literally still dealing with a sickness right now.
Yeah,
and I think that we don't know, like I said before, we don't know like that day if she was just, you know, they led the charge with the Oscars So Black thing. So right, so you know, Will, he knew he was winning the award. You know, you're winning before you go to these awards. It's no real surprise, right?
No, for real.
He knew. So you come in because you know Serena. The Williams sisters, they hired you for this job. You're going to see it all the way through, right? I'm going to come. So I can only imagine me as a woman that's usually the pinnacle of beauty. I can't grow hair. I'm showing the world that I'm accepting it. But some days I may not feel okay. Some days I may wake up and I may feel ugly. Yeah. And this might have been that day. This literally might have been the day when she said, God damn, I don't feel like it, but the Oscars are today. And he probably had to talk her up into going.
And she
sat down, and the first thing that happens is somebody talk about your damn hair.
In front of all these white people.
In front of all the people.
They talk about your
sometimes, you know, I think that people just, they dehumanize people. Like, this whole time she's been being dehumanized, and I'm happy that she got to say what she had to say, clear it up, and hopefully we could all move on, because it seems like she's really trying to move on. And I just want people, if you are listening to this, consider her and consider her health and how this all can affect that. Because certain things just don't help certain sicknesses, especially stress.
No, it don't.
That's all I have to say about that one.
No, I agree with you.
No, yeah,
I totally agree, man. Sending our love. And don't forget that her sneaky link made it hot like a few years ago. So she's still coming off of that. Like, you know what I mean? Entanglements and shit. Like, it's just a lot going on. Like, you know, leave Jada alone, man. Leave her alone.
Leave my, well, I wouldn't say my sister. She's like the icon. She's the pinnacle.
Love me some Jada. Right. She can come and tangle with me.
So moving right along.
Y'all didn't hear that.
So next, so speaking of black folk, we still in the black people realm. We still in the black media realm. So we just moving right along. It's Pride Month, and Lil Nas X has spoken out about the BET Awards. There are lots of different people nominated, but Lil Nas X was not nominated. If y'all remember 2021, 2020, the end of 2020 on to 2021, he released his album. He even had a video get 1 million views in one day. He did what he had to do at all the award shows. He has been nominated. He has been showing up. He has been dropping videos. He has been donating. He has been working hard. However, this year for, what is it, Best New Artist?
It's for Best New Artist.
Best New Artist. He is not on the list. Santana's not on the list either. However, Santana would technically be on
the next
year.
Next BET Awards.
So I know people are probably saying, well, Santana's not on there. No, because Lil Nas X has done it. He, number ones, viral, all the things, right?
Yeah.
So this just brings the conversation up, is the black community, are we as a culture moving in the right direction, or are we faking it enough just to get these people to sell for us? Because these people have interviewed Lil Nas X. They've done different things with him, but they won't give him the award when it's time, or even nominate him, right? So it's kind of like one of those things where I say this all the time. Black women and gay folk, they push this culture and we get shitted on constantly. And to be honest, this is an example of that.
Absolutely.
In this moment, I would say I'm feeling for Lil Nas X. I definitely want to hear how y'all feeling right now.
Go ahead.
Honestly, I'm not shocked. I'm just disappointed. I think it's because, you know, people on Twitter will bring up the fact that, like, y'all know BT's not owned by black people. And I'm just like, that plays a factor, but it wouldn't have made a difference. Yeah, for me personally, growing up in the South and hearing people say like horrible slurs towards gay people and seeing that happen, and then also seeing that happen in college, people really have this disdain for people who are in the community, and they really cannot stand them just for merely existing. So, and it's, you know, people have to be like, well, it's kind of like how white people hate us for being black. And it's like, it's worse, because they're literally still, to this day, like, people will still say that word, and you still have to have conversations about why you can't say those certain slurs, why you can't. And it's similar, but I feel like it's just that they couldn't even go to their own people that look like them and be accepted. That's when it becomes an issue, because how we look the same and having one sexual orientation I guess, difference makes it to where now you hate me. Because I've also seen men who were like, oh, she's cute, and the person will be like, well, she's trans, how do you feel about that? And their whole mood changes and they get mad, they get real aggressive. And it just shows that people, I hate to say it, psychologically just are trained to just hate gay people or people in the community. And it's something that people are refusing to fix and change about themselves and accept. And I think we have to understand that some people just aren't going to like them, but at the same time, it's still wrong. No matter how you feel, it's still wrong because you have no control over them, and you have no reason for that to be the reason to not like somebody or for you to show hate towards them. And it's seen with just even on professional levels within media how they portray it in a way to where I guess it's now marketable, but it's not coming from a genuine place. And I can say that about not only just like sexuality, but also race as well. We're seeing a lot of marketable, like diverse and like the DEI. We're in the DEI era of media and just of everything. So I really, if they had him up there, they wouldn't have done right by him.
I don't know. It's a weird and it's a sticky situation because for me, why is someone like Jack Harlow qualified, but someone like Lil Nas X isn't?
And we already know why.
And so then
because they keep fucking inviting these.
I get it, right? No. But that's what I'm saying.
That's how you feel when you see it,
right? It's like, how is someone like Jack Harlow qualified and he doesn't even do half the shit Lil Nas X does? Like, take away the fact that he's gay, right? Because he doesn't even really talk about that in his music per se,
it's not
right?
the center of his personality.
I mean, a little bit. I get that, right? I get that.
But in his interviews, it's not the center of his personality.
That same music where he is talking about this stuff, you go to the restaurants, you go to the shops, the stores. It's the same everywhere.
Shit. My thing is, at the end of the day, he is a great artist, right? You are literally like punishing someone who is out here. Like, you've never seen Lil Nas X come out looking whack. Like, you've never seen a terrible performance. You haven't even seen a bad video from him. Hell, you ain't even seen a bad tweet from dude.
Or a song.
So my thing is, how can you just as BET, if he doesn't have a safe space there, well, where the fuck does he have it?
Exactly.
Where can you go?
It's supposed to be black entertainment television. So black people be gay.
Right. Black people definitely
what
be gay.
Quinn say? People be gay.
People be gay. Black people be gay. White people be gay. Everybody be gay. So my thing is, it's very disappointing because I really don't know what's happening with BET. Like, it looks like we're pushing forward and we're doing things for the culture and then for us. And then you have moments like this where it's like, okay, this is where you really need to be standing in solidarity with this black man during these times, right? And it's Lil Nas X. Why wouldn't you want to, align yourself with him? I don't know. It's just very weird. So, when it comes to the world overall, I personally do feel like we are making a way. Are we making a lot of progress fast? No, but I do think that we are making progress. But things like this definitely raise eyebrows and pushes us back because there's just no absolute way. So we need everybody to get on the same fucking page. Hello, what are y'all doing? Like, I just don't know. So it's weird. BET, get it together. Like, I just don't know what to do. Like, I would love for them to give that man his flowers, or give him a chance to get his flowers,
or give him a platform.
Give him, you're gonna have him perform
because y'all gonna be mad when he go to them white people.
And that's the thing, right?
Y'all gonna be mad when he go to them white people.
That's the thing with Lil Nas X is like, he was ours. We want him to be the number one for country. We give him his things, right? When we find out he's gay, it's like, oh, wait a minute. But no.
Give him
being queer, gay, whatever the case may be, does not take it away from the fact that he's talented.
That's what I'm saying.
He's crossed boundaries in music that other people have not been able to do. And we just got to call a spade.
At a young age, too.
At a young age.
He was 19.
Being from Atlanta, people don't really look to Atlanta to make nothing besides hip-hop. And a certain type of hip-hop, too, right? So to have someone who not only is a black person making popular music, he also was able to defy culture lines by getting Miley's dad, I can't think of his fucking name
Billy
right
Ray
now.
Cyrus.
Billy Ray Cyrus on the record, which automatically made it a country record. But we're so focused on Lil Nas X and this whole gay shit that we forgot to argue the fact that he made one of the #1 country records
and
he
beat Mariah Carey's record. You know people can't do that.
People's records, and it's like we're so caught up in the gay shit that we can't even give our people their things. And that's why we're losing.
It's the big picture.
Okay, girls. That's why we're losing.
No, for real.
And that's what brings me to my next point. My next topic on. Sorry, I gotta scale it back because this ain't the nigga month. This is Pride month. I forgot.
It's Pride
month. But Juneteenth, ladies and gentlemen, has become the nigger day. And when I say nigger, it's a hard GER.
Skirt.
The folks have dropped colorful plates.
They did the red, black, and green.
They did the red, black, and green on the plates.
It's the freedom for me.
It's the freedom for we's, for me's.
Fuck off.
They are using AAVE. They are using Ebonics now, y'all. It's scary out here. And I would like for the Black people of America to take back Juneteenth and let our president know we do not need it to be a national holiday. I don't know how everybody else is feeling.
No, your white ass cannot get off
now.
work.
It feels like it really just feels like Big Sister's Day. You know what I mean? Like how they started just creating all these days, Auntie's Day. That's how it feels today. Like Juneteenth is starting to feel that way. When at one point these past few years, like people was really getting into the jush, really getting into the spirit and the holiday of it.
Going
and
up
I'm
for it.
Sorry. This is the same concept, y'all. The reason motherfucking Jack Harlow and all these motherfuckers could be nominated for these BETs and these whatever awards because we keep trying to include white people in our things. We did not need Juneteenth to be everybody's holiday. No. We just needed something for us. They don't have to come to the cookouts. We don't have to make them feel comfortable. It is the day that you're supposed to be the blackest you can be.
And what cookout are y'all talking about? They invited to the cookout. What fucking cookout are y'all
Whose
talking
house
about?
are they coming to?
Not mine.
Y'all didn't give me
Your
my
ain't halfway letting they ass
and y'all can't fucking cook.
You ain't halfway coming in.
Y'all can't fucking cook. What
You
cookout?
barely get up in
Y'all go to brunch. Y'all go to brunch. Y'all don't even do cookouts. Y'all go to brunch and let other people cook.
They don't go to brunch.
That half-ass food.
They go to supper.
So I just want to ask the community. I'll start with you two lovely ladies. Should Juneteenth be a national holiday, or should we just ask Biden to just give it back to us? Like,
give it back to the Black people. It should be a national holiday amongst Black people. It should be one of those things. Yes, it should be one of, like how Chicago has the sweetest day and whatever.
Yeah, the
and
sweetest
nobody
day.
fucks with it. No, I know. And it's not any of that. That's what Juneteenth should be. It's just one of those things that all Black people know about, and you know what I'm saying. This is a national holiday. We know to turn up on the 19th. We don't gotta tell them everything.
And your white ass is not invited.
Maybe if we stop telling them everything, we could like move and do other shit. But we don't have to keep including them in things. We gotta like.
Juneteenth is giving MLK vibes, and when I say MLK vibes, I love MLK Day. It's lit up. We have a good time. But when you think of almost every MLK street you go on in every city Boulevard, is the beat up, the hood street, the rundown street, the street where all the crime is happening. I'm feeling like this is a play to make this day full of bullshit. And 20 years from now, we are no longer having it.
Nah, we
just
gotta
give it
get
back to us now.
No, we gotta get it back. How do we undo it? Is there a way to
I'll say this though.
Undo it? This is when Sydney would come into play. Cause can you unmake a holiday?
Look, I'll say this. I feel like you can.
I mean, unless if Black people collectively did something wrong, like I'm pretty sure if somebody had like a fucking he who shall not be named day, and after he went to, got convicted, they would definitely take back his necklace like T.I. did, old girl.
Okay.
not the give me back my necklace.
Give me back this.
I will say this though. I feel like it should be for Black people, but I will say white people need to know what the fuck is up, meaning that the history. I don't come celebrate. Know the history, because people make ignorant comments. I've had a white person say to me, "Why is Juneteenth so important? Like you're Black every day."
This is for Black people.
And I'm like, if you don't know your history. I said, if you want to know, go read it. I'm not gonna sit here and tell you I'm not the fucking Black encyclopedia. I'm not that shit. If you want to know about it, go read it. And it was crazy that they actually went to go read it, and they came back and they were like, "I'm sorry for being disrespectful."
Well.
And I'm like, I don't want your apology. I just want you to know what the fuck is up and know why you're not invited.
I mean, I can see that because I was on the fence with that. I'm like, I don't know if necessarily, like, I'm more concerned about my people knowing what Juneteenth stands for, right?
Too, yeah.
So, like, at the end of the day, if you want to know, cool. But like, I want them to
know that they're not invited.
Well, no. So that's my thing. Is like, what does this white person now do with this information? Especially if they're not an ally. Are you gonna come pull up to the next cookout? Like, you get what I'm saying? So for me, my thing is make sure black people know why we go up for this day first, and then if we want to be like, hey, motherfuckers, this is what's going on. Don't come over here.
Well, I want them to know why they can't come.
You know what I'm saying?
Like, that's the reason why I was like, go read about it. I'm not your black encyclopedia.
Education part is they think that when they learn something,
they gotta apply it.
They also feel like because they know it, they're like gang, right? It is like, no, you just know some information. You just got here. Relax. Like, it's okay. You're on your way. That's step one.
No, for real, you are your way.
You know what I'm saying? Let's go somewhere and somebody's coming at me for my black privilege and you use your white privilege, then I'll probably invite you to the cookout. Right.
I'm still not inviting you.
I'm so sick of performative allyship, and that's what Juneteenth is giving me. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Like, they're going to have these Juneteenth specials. I don't get my discount. That means that I'm black and I'm getting half off on this meal. But don't have it be at a place where we can't even eat there regularly. It's like, bro,
I can't eat that shit.
Special.
I care about how you act towards me on the days outside of Juneteenth. You feel me?
Yeah.
Like, I don't give a fuck what you do for me on this day, per se. I want to know.
Because you chose just this one day to be nice to me and you're going to be shitty to me for 364 days. Like, fuck you, really?
I don't care about
like,
these black, red, and green
me.
things. Like, you
shut
can
the fuck
do
up
whatever
talking to
you
me,
want to
really.
do.
I like my racist. Do it to me right in my face.
Yeah,
That's
me
why
too.
After living in New York for almost a decade, I struggle being in the South. The passiveness bothers me. It freaks me out.
That me too.
Just be honest.
The passiveness gets on my fucking nerves. It pisses me off.
Yeah, I know.
It pisses me off.
I dealt with that in living in Boston. Let me not say Boston, because this is where we get a bad rap, because Boston itself is full of black people. Mm-hmm. Like, that's where the black people are. It's just very easy to say Boston because that's what people know. Mm-hmm. But the outskirts of that, when you start going on them little outskirts, it's very, like, it's not in your face. And like you said, I would prefer, like, I got a dude that works at my gym that wears a Confederate flag every day. He runs on the treadmill and he says something to me. I know you know what I'm saying? But I'd rather it kind of be in that way. Or I've dealt with shit. In Boston, it's not like that at all. It's very sneaky. It's very, and I don't know. It makes me more
uncomfortable. It's crazy that y'all say that, because growing up, when I went to an international boarding school, mind you, it's in the South. So it was in my face every day because, like, those kids were rich. Mm-hmm. So, you know what I'm saying? When you got a little money, you don't really care about what you say and how you say it to people. People do what you say because you're you and you own half the acres in this town. So I feel like for me, it was actually direct. Mm-hmm. It was when I went outside of that school and I was like, I could read that they didn't like me because I know what it's like to be around people who had those type of thoughts and things like that, but it was always in my face. Mm-hmm. And then also dealing with not even that, but people who practice and study the faith of Islam or who were from the Middle East, seeing how they treated them. I already knew. No, you don't fuck with people like that that are not white. I already know. So like, it was kind of easy. They told on themselves.
Right.
It wasn't direct, but they told on themselves. And it was kind of like, well, if you don't fuck with them because they wearing a hijab, I know you're not going to like my black ass walking in here like this. Because you're definitely going to have something to say. You know what I'm saying? Like, I know I could kind of read when people weren't too accepting.
So yeah, I feel like I got a taste of it early in life. Savannah was very like black, white, Mexican, and please don't take offense when I say this. Growing up, like, if you were of Hispanic descent, you were literally automatic Mexican.
We didn't know no better.
I mean, people didn't know no better.
It wasn't no Latinx.
People just had their own sides of town, and but from early, I knew where my place was. Like, okay, so here's a short story. So I was expelled from pre-K.
Not pre-K.
So crazy.
What you do?
Because a white person spit on me and called me a nigga. Ooh. And then we got into a fight.
Oh yeah, I would have stomped that bitch.
And pre-K. But I knew very early on. And they literally expelled, like, I had like a scratch on my neck, but he had bloody nose. You know what I mean?
No, it's these fucking shit.
You know, I remember the city, like, I was smart or whatever. I was a high, or like something had happened in our school that year, and for me to get expelled, it was like a big thing. And so like they tried to petition the city and all this other stuff to get me back into school. And then the city kept saying, we actually realized that she's not of standard to go to this school because she has a parent that's incarcerated. So my dad was in prison when I was younger, my whole life. Right. And so
Jeez Louise.
Then it became like on some like my grandma sent a letter from like, she was in jail at the time. She sent a letter to like the NAACP to like get me back in this school and all. Like it was like a big thing.
Oh my goodness!
So from 4 years old, like this is like early 90s.
That's crazy.
I knew already what was going to happen, like how to deal with white people and how it was. And then they let me back in school. Tried to let me back in school for a day. And my mama walked in the office. She was like, "You're not coming back." Because we proved our point. It's okay. We're gone.
Yeah, like fuck this school.
Because it's like pre-K. It's like I'm already smart. They're already saying I'm the top student at this school. So really, you should be in kindergarten right now.
Right.
You just had to finish. So the next year, I went to kindergarten, and I was also in a kindergarten in first grade class. But we went through this whole shit, and every step of the way, it was something else. Yeah. And that was the first time in my life at 4 years old that I realized that people really just, if they could be the aggressors, they could do whatever. Like everybody knew it was a race thing, what was the cause of it. But then they pulled this thing like, we usually don't bring in students, and then
they want to make up excuses. Yeah, because I definitely had that happen to me. I was at 4 years old, and I was in like daycare. I was before I even went to preschool, and I was a lot of kids would pick on me and have things say. Of course, it was white kids, and I would beat their ass. I would stomp them the fuck out because like they would throw shit at you, throw shit on you, and I would stomp them the fuck out because I told you don't throw that shit on me, and you kept throwing that shit. I'm stomping you the fuck out.
How violent we are, and then we react how we become.
And they definitely said I had a behavior. They were like, they're trying to say I had a behavior issue, and they did a test on me. Turns out that I was supposed to actually not even be in that daycare. I was supposed to be enrolled in school at 3.
Man, listen, I don't know. I was born in Miami, and then I grew up in Atlanta. I can't even really say when I can really recognize when I first experienced racism per se. Like and this is probably going to sound crazy. I probably experienced it as a youngin', but not really enough to recognize it. I probably didn't realize it till I moved up to Cambridge. So I say that to say for y'all to experience that at such a very young age.
Like this is like a memory.
I should have not been fighting white people like I've been fighting. I was fighting like grown ass men. I was really just like stomping them. I could not. God.
So I don't know. So I say that to say I think we need to try to keep Juneteenth as in-house and as enclosed. Biden, give us that back. Give us that back. Give us our things because that's our thing, and we're gonna do what we need to do with it. For anyone who's listening who may not be familiar, this is your chance to, go do some research and learn about it while we go up on it. I know we have some young people who listen who may not be all the way familiar. I didn't really, not that I didn't know about it, but I didn't really start remembering until like social media brought it back up and it became a thing and it became real popular. So I'm happy that happened, but let's find a way to bring it back into us.
And remember the real reason of what it is we're celebrating, and also know the implication of it, because why don't just celebrate shit just to say it's a day off and a holiday. Like, no, that's what we did to all the other holidays when we try to make something of it, and y'all did the same shit. Like, let's be different this time. Let's be different, please. Look. Use your common sense.
All right, y'all, we got some bobs for your head top. A few things happen. If you don't know what bops are, they are just lit things that we are interested in. It could be shoes, it could be TV, it could be shows, it could be whatever. So the bops today we have are a few videos, TV shows, and artists. All right. So first up, we got Plan B by Meg. She's dripped in Muegler. It is a piece. She's really see her natural beauty. She's not doing the crease cut this time. She's all black. You can see her face. You can see her golden skin. So I thought it was a bop. The video really does bring it in. I was a little bit nervous about what she would do for the video because she has been doing a lot of the pop art, a lot of the artistic things, and it's good. I think she's simple. Like
simplicity.
She's
is nice.
in tune with us, y'all. She's hearing us.
She knows.
She came. She gave us Plan B. Is it? I like Plan B.
Yes. I love the bop.
Quana,
I love the
that's
video.
it's a bop for me, but I'm waiting for y'all.
It's a bop for me. Less is more.
Yeah.
Less is more. I'm gonna say that again. And I kind of felt a little nostalgia when watching these videos. I don't know if it was how the shots were being shot, like the angles and how they were going. It kind of gave me like an early 2000s vibe with like how they did the rotating, and then she's in the camera like talking her shit. I like that. It gave me 106 in Park vibes. Like I was on the countdown watching.
I like that. I like that. It's definitely a bop for me. I love the track when it first came out. You know, it's a sample. Well, it's a flip. I don't want to say it's a sample, but it's kind of a flip. So I think that the video kind of brought that all together with that old school vibe, because it technically is an old school song.
Yes.
So, you know, listen, like y'all said, she looks great. She looks nice and simple. And it's nice to just see that contrast, because we are kind of used to, you know, seeing
over the top
a little bit, you know, she got to do what she got to do. But, you know, again, simplicity is awesome. And yeah, go Megan, baby. I'm excited just to see what else she has. I hope that she can stay in this bag, because I know that, you know, there's TikTok things and stuff you got to worry about now. But at the end of the day, if you make things organically and it's a bop, we will find a way to make it popular and trendy. But you have to give us that organically. Like you know, and this is to everybody. I'm just tired of doing 50 million steps and challenges and things like that. Like, just give me a goddamn song that I can look in the camera and rap the words to that has replay value. I'm just
make
saying,
it have replay value, please.
Auntie old, I can't do these 32 counts, bro. Like, it be 32 counts in 30 seconds.
But no footwork. They just all up here moving, jerking around. Like,
I can do Be Cute and listen to Plan B and Bump. So we could do something with that. So, you know, give me a little something. So yeah, it's a bop.
Yeah, okay, so Plan B is a bop. Okay, so we're going to move on.
P-Valley.
P-Valley premiere. I will say that I appreciate... Okay, so there's two things are happening. June 3rd was a horrible day to release P-Valley. I just personally feel like we are too outside, so if the producer listens to us, send us your stuff, we will help you promote it, get people back hype. The first episode, the girls didn't get it, but I got it.
No.
Because we need to set up the plots. We need to get into the story. We need to see what was going on. Give it to us. Yes, I'm getting into my characters. We're seeing where they are now. What's happened since, you know, the paint glass closed?
Right.
Perfect. I liked it. I know the views have been mixed, but I like that. So for me, it's a bop. I'm like anticipating what's happening, right? So I didn't want to, because some shows just happen too fast. And I feel like
that's a storyteller right there. I like that. You a storyteller.
So you got into the storyline. I see where Mississippi's at, where Mercedes is at. I see what type of manager old girl is. Uncle Clifford, we see that, you know, him and the boo haven't spoken. Sorry, spoilers if you haven't seen it. So it's really, I think it's
they picked up where they left off.
It's good.
They picked up where they left off, and that's what
mayor done died. Okay, so it's like, okay, where are we now?
Yeah.
So I love this,
and that's what main question. And this is a storyteller 101. That's the main question people want to know when they come back to your next season. What the hell has been happening? Because this is like a world, and you have to keep that world going and update us. So what the hell is going on?
Exactly.
And I like that they did that, and they also included the pandemic in a way that wasn't like in your face and like kind of sound like an infomercial type shit. It was just like they back, and it's just the pandemic.
I love that. I love that. I love that because it's candy. I say it's a bop. I watched it. You have to set up the storyline. Like, we're in season 2. They not even in the pink no more. Like, I think everybody kind of forgot. Like, we don't have the pink.
Down.
We can't pull up to the pink right now. I know that's where we want to go, but we can't go there right now. Mm-hmm. So we have to see what else is going on there. And I think that it's the first episode. We have so many episodes for things to pop up.
And they're an hour.
They're an hour. I think that they did a great job at tapping into everyone's storyline just a little bit to see where everyone's at. We seen fake Drake in front of a dollar store, yakking people up. You know what I mean? Like, so it's just like,
ooh, fake Drake.
Tyler LaPlay. Diamond. That's his fake Drake. But yeah, so spoiler, sorry. But yeah, but just watch it. I think we should be concerned if by the second or the third episode there's not really some juice
or some conflict.
I feel like it's a little something. Or already, definitely.
I
the
felt
car,
subtle conflict
murder.
in the first episode.
Like,
Not gonna hold
a lot
you.
happening.
People just don't know how to watch
house,
TV.
and her baby daddy is not ready for her to go outside.
Oh, free her, please. My God.
I don't like that is a scary thing.
Yes.
Sorry, like it's
that's real.
everything is in place. Like who's in that back seat? Look at that little murder when they roll past. Like, sorry, y'all, I'm into it. So anyway, so we say it's about. We gonna keep it brief. So moving right along, we have some new records out right now, and I want to just see how we feeling. Lakia and Lotto, they have a new track out. I saw a lot of people from Atlanta posting it. How we feeling?
You know what? I've only given it, honestly, like one play. So I didn't automatically turn it off. I can't say I I absolutely love it on first listen. But because sometimes I listen to songs and I'm like, no, nah. Because it just, I know if I listen to this, I'm not going to like this. But I do like them both individually.
Right.
So, and I think I've seen the video a little bit. So I'm going to go back and do that. And then next episode, I'm going to come back and give my real answer. But I like them both, so go listen to it.
I like the song. I feel like they matched each other very well when they did their verses. Like it felt like a cohesive song, which is important for collaborations.
Yes,
I don't know if I'm gonna replay it right now because I don't like you said, I have to go back and listen more time because I'm a playlist person. I make playlist after playlist after playlist, and if you don't really fit into like my rotation or playlist, it's kind of like I don't know if I'm gonna replay your song.
Got it.
Yeah,
I got a playlist just for that.
Oh God, my throat. So I'm gonna say this because y'all always do this thing where y'all like, oh, I gotta listen to it again. Personally, I have had songs like that where it's like you hear it and you like it or whatever. But I kind of just feel like if this may or may not be a bop. I'm gonna say because I've listened to it a few times. It's on my title. They automatically make these playlists based on who I like. I like Lakia. I like Lotto. It's not my favorite now. That's all I'm gonna say. So I would not give that a bop for me personally. And it seems like this Carefree Black Girl podcast is a little indifferent on that as well. But this song with Lotto and Santana, I think is going to be lit up this summer. That and FNF, I feel like it's going to definitely take the summer up when it comes to like the girls.
What song with Lotto and Santana?
Booty.
Oh, that's
Booty.
the feature.
Lotto, she's on the feature. We jumped in the group chat. Go check it out. But her verse seems like she's coming on good. Like I like what Lotto.
She gave me that Atlanta stank on it. Atlanta stank on it.
Right.
Lotto's not giving Atlanta stank on the one with Lakia. I like a lot of when she give her Southside Clay Code stank.
Give me that. Yeah. Don't give me the melodic TikTok-y shit. Like I want to hear you rap.
I think that's where we're at with that. So we definitely
it's not about
for
me.
Booty. This other track, and it's crazy because. But moving right along, we have LaKaylee 47, my mask. Diva, my mask, talented sister here. We love her. Yeah. She has a new project called Shape Up coming out, and her last project was what, acrylics or?
So Shape Up is out now.
No, it's out now.
This morning.
Okay, how
and
is
then
it?
Lakale, her last project was I want to make sure I pronounce it correctly. Acrylic.
It was acrylic. Yeah.
In 2018. So it's been 4 years.
Acrylic.
And I loved Acrylic.
And I've been listening to her since 2017. And seeing her perform in 2019 Afropunk solidified me as a fan. I would say it's a great cohesive project. Very versatile though, so it's not like it's one sound. I have a few favorite tracks off there. I have Chitty Bang, LL Cool J, Bitch I'm the Man. Yeah. And some of her songs where she sings, Hold My Hand and Get the Riches. I like Get the Riches.
Well, I've heard a lot of the tracks off the project before. So most of the tracks that you name besides the melodic ones I heard. So if those are on the album, I would say I love the album. I haven't listened to it yet because I have been just in an abyss. But I love Good Sis. I met her a few times. I see her often being in ballroom. Shout out to Buffy, one of her dancers. Actually, Buffy just had a ball on Friday that was super good. And yeah, shout out to her for this project release. I think that shout out to them for this project release because I think that she is definitely going to be one of the more iconic artists of our time. And you may not see it now, but I definitely feel like it's about to get real.
Beyonce saw it. So
Beyonce saw it.
No, for real.
No.
Yeah.
She's going
She's the one.
Girl. Yeah, I'm going to say it's a bop.
It's a bop.
It's a bop.
It's a bop. Yes. So that's it for the bops, y'all. We had some bops for your head top. So check out Plan B, P Valley Premiere, Lakia, and Lotto's tracks. and LaKaylee 47 projects.
I'm not lazy.
Hey, y'all. Got some carefree keys for y'all. You know, something to get your spirits up. Something to make you feel a little good.
We like
so I watched this lovely video from a woman. Her pages on TikTok is Rich Black Woman, and it's not like rich as in money, but having confidence, self-care. She discusses like health and wellness, and I love it.
Black woman?
And
Yes.
I think she's in the realm of psychology, if I'm not mistaken. But y'all can go to the page and look. And she stated in a video that success is not thriving in abundance, and that jumped at me, especially within the phase that I'm in. And she says that success is society's measurement of who you are in society's eyes. But thriving in abundance is more so of your own security, your own confidence, and your own fulfillment, and having that be measured by what you think is good versus having it compared to
the world,
everybody else.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that's so important to distinguish, because sometimes we can feel like we have to always knock out our accomplishments back to back to back to back to be successful and get all of these copious amounts of accolades and things to be successful. But it's kind of like you can do those things in like a 3-year span and still be successful.
Exactly.
Without having to like burn yourself out or feel like you got to work 10 years to be successful. And it's just, I think it's hard for us now because everything's so fast.
Instant gratification.
And everything, it's just happened so rapidly. And we see people always post about what they're doing or what they've done. And it's so, it can be very discouraging sometimes when you see like, damn, they posted another like great thing, but you don't know how long they've been working on that shit. They don't show the process. Like everybody's not going to document their process.
Right.
But some people think that like the success has to be this quantity of things.
all at once, everything at once.
And it's not. And people were like, well, what's abundance? And I was like, it's being content with just where the fuck you at.
I feel like
and
abundance,
sitting down.
Every part of the journey.
This two things. When I think about abundance, it's like, for me, I feel like I'm always in abundance because I always have an overflow of ideas. So one of these ideas gonna pop. Like it don't matter if this one idea didn't do well. Like I live in a state of abundance because I feel like for me, I can find happiness no matter if I'm broke, and I can find an idea no matter if like just I'm broke too, or if I don't have like the right amount. Like for me, abundance just lies more into like what you have to offer yourself in the world from your perspective versus what the world say you're successful at. Your own fulfillment, right? Your own fulfillment. I always say that. Like sometimes I be having money and I just be so unhappy because I can't do the things I want, like simple things I want to do, like rest. Like sometimes I just want to go to sleep. And I don't feel abundant now. I don't feel like I have an excess amount of time to sleep because I have to do something. Right. You know what I'm saying? So I definitely feel like it's your own thing. I said something recently like, I'm about to be doing so much better, and it's not even going to be financially or nothing like that. It's going to be like physically, spiritually, and health-wise, because I don't think that you can be anything if you are rich or whatever. You'll be a bad person if you don't have your mental, your physical, you know what I mean, your health wise together. Because what can you do with $1 million if you can't go outside and even freaking pour some soup in a pot at a soup kitchen, or you know what I'm saying, get dressed to go on a yacht. The sunset. Just simple shit. So it's like I've really been thinking about that, mind, body, soul.
Yeah, no, for real. Like that. I love that you said that because that's kind of where I'm definitely at with it. It's like for me, it's like you can compare yourself to what other people got going on, and it's so easy to do that. And I think that you can use it as motivation, but you can't do that to gauge where you are. No, right?
It's not your measurement.
That's not your measurement. You have to remember your own personal measurements. And like, who gives a fuck? Like, at the end of the day, we all think more people are paying attention to us than they are. Are people paying attention to us? Absolutely. Don't get it. But they are. We think we think all eyes are on us because we're so caught up in what we're doing, and we want to make sure we're right and we're so spot on. And it's like, don't forget to look back and enjoy where you're at in your journey and give yourself credit for where you are and where you're going, because at the end of the day, the enjoyment should be getting to that journey, because what happens at the end of that, then what? You know what I mean? Like,
That's
yeah,
what
you
you
did
asking.
there, but that's what you're
not
working for.
right.
Yeah.
And the goal is to always enjoy the journey, not that destination once you get there. Because what happens if you happen to fall short? You're gonna be miserable the whole
Look,
fucking
you live
time.
by the applause and die by the booze.
Right.
Like,
So it's like
why would
give yourself credit for wherever you're at,
Right.
and give yourself grace, but know that you can't lack. But work hard to get where you want to be. But again,
Balance.
give yourself credit for what you've done, and don't compare yourself to nobody else. You write down your checkpoints. What's important for you? Like, fuck everybody else. You gotta go to sleep with yourself at the end of the day.
No, for real.
Don't not be able to sleep with yourself because you comparing yourself to what other people got going on. Like, that's what, and I think a lot of people are kind of dealing with that right now because you got social media, like you said. It's like it's very easy to compare yourself to the next person, and it's just like, yo, like, just worry about you. That's
Mind
all you
your
have to
damn
do.
business.
Worry about you. Be happy about your journey. Write down your goals, and you check those bitches off. And when you do, you celebrate. You take yourself out to eat. You buy yourself some sneakers. You go do whatever. Don't go back to that fuck boy, but you do whatever you want to do. You feel me? Like, but I love that because it's so, like, you can't forget that. Enjoy the journey and enjoy your own sense of abundance. Like,
yes,
I love that.
it's not the same, y'all. It's
I
not
love
the same.
that. Success is not thriving in abundance. Success is what other people think about you. Abundance is how you feel about you.
how you feel about
Your own fulfillment.
We leave y'all with that. Carefree Key.
Hey, y'all, it is the one and only, the Lit Southern Belle, Mimi Nava. You can follow me on Instagram at Mimi Nava _ that is spelled MIMINAVAH _ Also follow me on TikTok for my usher into adulthood journey.
Hey.
Yeah, follow that. It's a real raw documentary.
Real raw and uncut.
Ain't no
I was looking at
producers.
that the other day. I was
Ain't no
like, wow.
producers.
You are the producer, baby.
I am,
You're
but
the
ain't no
producer of your
extras.
life.
Ain't no extras.
That's fine. You're
It's
the main
just me.
character. You're the main character
Come
of the
see
show.
me and see the show.
Ah, I love that. I love that. What's up, y'all? It's your girl DJ Candy Rain. You can follow me at My Candy Rain across all platforms. You can go on my Twitter and just hit my link, or Instagram. Don't forget my E at the end of Rain, though. So RAINE.
I was trying to do it. E.
I love it.
I don't know why I was there. Like,
And then and don't forget that you can tap in and listen to me each and every Tuesday and Wednesday from 3 to 5 p.m. on Spark FM online. That's Eastern Standard Time. And if you got some songs you want me to throw on there, holla at me. Come slide in the DMs or Carefree Black Girls. They'll send you to me, but you should probably slide to me. Their DMs be popping. And yeah, that's it.
all right, y'all. It is Quana, your producer here, just filling in today.
Hey, nice to have you, girl.
Thank you. I'm happy to be here.
You know.
I'm happy to be here. Yeah, we are headed on tour this Saturday. We will be in Brooklyn, June 11th. On June 30th, we will be in New Orleans, followed by LA on July 30th. It has been a great time chatting with y'all. Y'all can follow the podcast on Carefree Black Girl Pod, CFBGPOD on Twitter, Carefree Black Girl Inc. on Instagram. We are streaming wherever you listen to podcasts, except for SoundCloud. Don't feel like putting it up there. And yeah, you can follow me on all socials at Quana MC. That's QUANNAMC on all the things. But yeah, thank y'all.
Thank y'all. See y'all
y'all,
later.
friends.
Bye.